Hey everybody, my name is Zack. I'm the head brewer here at Inner North Brewing Company in Brunswick, but you know that because you're subscribing. Welcome to our May subscriptions. It's a relief not to be recording this from inside my room in isolation, and it's good to know that the isolation rules have changed. So if I have anyone staying with us in the future, I'm not going to get stuck in isolation with them again. And for the record, I still haven't gotten COVID. Got a good pack for you this month. Pretty excited about it. It's with the May pack. Basically, we're drinking beers that were brewed in April. So you're sort of getting like the last taste of warm weather before we start getting into the more wintry options in the future. So on that note, we started off our tasting with When Life Gives You Lemongrass, and we've got a couple of really great hazies. I don't even remember how we do this anymore, Tim. Do we go into the beers first, or do we go into the what's going on here? All right, what's going on here? So, end of this month, we've got GABS. It's the Great Australian Beer Spectacular. It's the Southern Hemisphere's largest beer festival. It's being held at the Royal Exhibition Building this year for the first time in 3 years, I think. So grand, heroic return for everyone involved. You should definitely go check it out. It's a fun time. It's on the 27th, 28th, and the 29th of May. And basically a whole bunch of breweries from all over Australia are featuring beers, and everyone brews a special festival beer, which we have as well, which is a hot pink elderflower dragon fruit beer called Elder Dragon. I haven't actually tasted it yet. Jimmy, any good? Yeah. Classic Jimmy. So that's going on, and then we also have got some cornhole casual Sundays going on this month. So if you feel like tossing a few cornhole bags with a few people, rock up any Sunday the rest of this month, and we'll have some boards set out so that you guys can have little pickup matches. It's all part of the training for the winter comp, which will probably be happening in July. I was looking for confirmation there. Did not get it. I got a nod. We got a nod, and then. Another event we got coming up is a suitcase rummage sale, kind of like every man brings their hard rubbish into the brewery and makes a big mess of the place, and you get a good deal out of it, and everyone has some fun chatting about the random cool stuff that people have brought with them.
You get to have a drink while you brew.
You can have a drink, yeah. But you can bring whatever you want, though. It doesn't have to be random rubbish you're trying to get rid of. It can be pieces of art you've done. Just no professional setups. That's where we're just not looking for anyone who does market stall type setups. And yeah, that's the events coming up in the next couple of months. So without further ado, let's get into tasting the beers. So first up, we've got our classic, When Life Gives You Lemongrass. But we have tasted this before in our subscriptions. We rotate them in every few months. I think it's been 5 months since we've given you this one. But on the nose, lots of lemongrass, refreshing, crisp, delicious. It's real crisp, easy drinker. Never gets old when life gives you lemongrass, which is why we keep brewing it. 4.3%. It's made with 20% rice to kind of make it a little bit more crisp and kind of boost the alcohol without adding a lot of body or flavor to it. So it just makes it really refreshing. Pairs really well with fried food, like tempura. Highly recommend you have a tempura or some fried chicken. Yeah. So it's a Pan-Asian accompaniment right there, or just, pairs well with anything, really. Yeah, When Life Gives You Lemongrass. Enjoy. Available in cans and bottles and kegs and at the bar. As you probably mentioned, you can also get it at a few of our local restaurants, such as Good Days, Baba Hawker, Tia Khan, all of them on Sydney Road. And you can get cans of them at good local independent bottle shops around Brunswick as well. Okay, yeah. Moving on. I don't know what we're going to do next, Tim. As a trick question, I was delaying my decision because the next beer up is delayed decisions. Woo! Boom! Mic drop. We've been brewing a lot of hazies recently, and not just hazies, but sort of like kind of like more. We're getting with the 2020s basically. So we've been brewing a lot of hazies. We're doing our first cold IPA. That was in quotes, cold IPA, because it's not an ale. We've also got like another pale ale that we've been brewing that uses takes some techniques and not others from brewing hazies. But we've been doing a lot of iteration to kind of just try out some different hops, try out some different yeasts, dial in on different aspects of the brewing, and it's been great. Like, I've been really happy with all the results so far. Delayed Decision's one we've actually brewed before, so we tweaked it a little bit from the last time we brewed it, and it's delicious. So just have a sniff. These little tasting glasses, you kind of have to get a little swirl. Yeah. Excuse the spraying noise in the back. We're brewing Kiss from a Rose at the moment. Like I said, winter beers are coming. Citrus, like I get orange zest on that nose and lime, maybe a little mandarin. Yeah, so it has the hops, the main hop in it. From memory, it's definitely got Eclipse in it, and I believe I'm gonna check my notes because I got it right here. Galaxy and Citra hops, so a good combination of hops. And Eclipse is a relatively new Australian variety that got out of experimental mode and is now regularly available, and it delivers those kind of mandarin vibes. And we just wanted to make this one. It's got a slight silky mouthfeel from some oats, and we just wanted to make it really drinkable. 4.7% beer, because we had plans to brew a bunch of higher alcohol versions of things. So we wanted to make sure we had something easy drinking for people. But we were going for crisp a little bit. We were aiming a little bit more on the crisp end of the spectrum as opposed to the juicy end of the spectrum. Yeah, so just real clean, dry finish. It's not definitely. It's like about as far from an oat cream IPA as you can get. Yeah. If you can't decide what beer to have, delay no more. Pick Delayed Decisions. So, full disclaimer: I got up at 4:20 this morning, after very little sleep, so we could get mashed in. So I'm a little loopy. Last, but certainly not least, is a hazy IPA called Hamster Wheel Didactics. That's right, Hamster Wheel Didactics. I will let you guys figure out what that name means, but suffice to say that we were short a few staff members that week, including Jimmy. And so there was a lot of work that week. There's a lot of running around. But Hamster Wheel Didactics, got a few things going on with this beer. We're trying out a new yeast, which we're really happy with. Really, I think it's going to be our new hazy yeast. And the hops we got in it, let's refer to my notes again, because I can only remember that we have Nectaron for sure, and Waiiti, and Citra. So, Nectaron is one of my favorite hops to use in hazies, and Waiiti is a hop that we also used in a recent pack we did, that we used in Big Fish. So maybe you can remember that beer and taste the difference. But basically with this beer, what we were trying to achieve is just a solid contender for hazy IPA of the year. And the competition has left the building running, and we have a winner. So just have a little sniff. No, I gotta do that little swirly thing again. Okay, gotta make some room in there. Yeah, I really love that smell. It's I can't get my nose on it. It's what I like about the yeast we've used and the hops is you kind of get this weird combination of juicy and sweet, but also kind of alcoholic. Like, it's kind of like the punch bowl at a house party. That's sort of the vibe I'm getting. But yeah, designed to be balanced, but with plenty of juice, and did some really late hop additions. So I'm getting stone fruit and melon and nectarine. When you swallow it, you really get a sweetness that comes through. It's really nice. It really just adds to the whole juicy vibe that we're going for there, like that. You swallow and you just sort of get that pineapple that comes through, and what I like about a hazy IPA versus a hazy pale is it gives you license to add a bit more body in, and so we add a few more oats in there, a little bit more wheat, just to give it that silky mouth feel, which again adds to the juicy vibes, and we're really happy with Hamster Wheel Didactics, and it's 7%, so it's a bit of a heavier hitter. Available at the bar, available in bottles for takeaway or on the online shop, and we might have a keg or two back there somewhere. You can always ask. Party kegs are the way forward. So, yeah, like that one. Had a few hangovers already because of that one. But yeah, so we got a bunch of other new beers hitting the bar as well. So if you're in the neighborhood, which you all are, you should come by and check them out. We've put on another IPA, a double IPA recently, and we've got a new easy drinking pale ale that's about to go on tap. And we're finishing up the last of our current batch of multi-sap, but we probably will have some more of that in a month or so. And come by for a beer. Hope to see you guys out at the bar soon. And thanks for subscribing. That's all. Goodbye. Goodbye now.